I am talking with Stephen Buonocore from Stronghold Games. Stephen, how are you?
How you doing, Big
I'm
E.
doing pretty good.
Big E.
The voice of E. So, you got a good spot here again, right near the doors. Pretty nice.
I am a level 1 sponsor of the convention.
Excellent.
So yeah, it was good. We stepped up this year essentially to become a sponsor of the convention. Our product line is expanding. We're going to take you through that in a second. And we have space in the gaming hall as well. That we're doing demos there with a group that's doing all of our stuff over there. So we're really getting bigger and bigger. More things coming out for gamers as we go along.
Yeah, I mean, you guys have really had a big year so far.
We have. It's been great. We got 3 new releases for the convention. I might as well jump into those, right?
Yes.
So what we have here, 3 new titles. None of them are even in stores yet, but will be in the next month or so. Let's start with Voluspa. Voluspa. Okay. This is a co-publication with White Goblin Games. It is a Norse mythology game, and it's a tile-laying game where you have Odin and Thor and the Valkyries, and they're all trying to win the war of the gods, and you have to dominate the lines with your tiles.
Okay.
It's a 2 to 5 player abstract game, but the artwork is gorgeous by Puro. Scott Caputo is actually over in the booth, and he's demoing the games for people too. And that might even be there's an expansion included, and you never know, there might be another expansion in the works for the game. We can't really talk about that yet. We also have Vampire Empire. Vampire Empire is another one of my 2-player games. This is a heavily thematic vampire versus hunter game, and very asymmetrical. So you have the vampire there are 9 characters in his castle, 3 of which are vampires, and he's got to bluff and keep away the knowledge of which one of these are the vampires, while the hunter is going there and trying to kill the vampires. If he can kill 3 of them, he's going to win the game. He's got to kill all of them by the end of the game.
Oh, that sounds interesting.
Yeah, very interesting 2-player, very asymmetrical, just the way Revolver is. So the game plays completely differently when you're on one side versus the other side. And then finally for the show, this one is still in Germany. I airshipped these in. They're not even on the container yet for the show. Time and Space. A reimagining of Space Dealer, which came out back in 2006. But the designer streamlined the whole game and took out lots of the fiddliness that was there. This is a game that plays in exactly 30 minutes. You time the game to play in exactly 30 minutes.
Really?
And each player has got 2 sand timers that are 1-minute sand timers. So you can have 2 actions that are going on at the same time. So you flip over your timer to take an action, you gotta wait on that one. Then you can flip over this timer, take an action, wait on that. You are producing goods, and you are picking up and delivering goods to other people's planets. So there's a lot of interaction as well in the game between the players. And again, really cool because exactly 30 minutes, the game is over. We have a soundtrack that you can download on the website that you can use for it, or you can use your watch or your iPhone to time it.
That's pretty
those
cool.
are our 3 big releases for the show. But there's, as your listeners probably know and probably heard about it, Space Cadets, tremendous title for us. I sold out of every copy I had in 6 weeks on that first printing.
Wow.
Just got back in the warehouse this week. So if you haven't been able to find a copy, you'll be able to find them starting in about 2 weeks once they get into distribution.
Good news.
And of course, we are coming out with another game called Space Cadets Dice Duel. That's a standalone game by Jeff Engelstein, and his daughter Sydney. And the family Engelstein that designed this.
All awesome. The kids involved.
Yeah, that's right. And Space Cadets Dice Duel is a dice-based game whereby you are playing team versus team, real-time dice rolling Starship Combat. So you have a captain and possibly 3 officers, and the engineer is generating the energy, which are dice, to give to the other players, who are then going to roll their special dice. They're all almost all custom dice, to roll their dice to load the torpedo tubes, to put up the shields on the ship. So the captain's saying, we want the shields on this side. It's completely crazy. The game plays in about 15 minutes to 30 minutes, depending on how big you want to play the game and how fast you guys maneuver to find each other and launch your torpedoes. All in real time, except when one of the captains says, fire 1 or fire 2. Then you stop, you look at the shields versus the torpedo and the distance and how did you hit or not. And then you see it takes 4 hits to destroy somebody, and crazy dice rolling fun.
That's pretty interesting.
Yep. So that's going to be a big hit, and that's going to be a Gen Con release for us. All of our games, as you see, Milestones and Crude came out last year, also doing great for us. Core Worlds continues to sell very well. Actually, out of stock right now. We're going to reprint.
Wow.
And the expansion doing very good. Core Worlds Galactic Orders.
Very
which
cool.
really, as people were saying, like just changes the game in such a great fundamental way. The two-player series, Revolver, very thematic and very asymmetrical as well. Good guys versus bad guys shootout in the Wild West. Panic Station, my favorite of all my games, with the hidden traitor element.
Right.
Survive. I've been having this game, 30th anniversary edition.
30th anniversary, yes.
I've had it, in my catalog now for 3 years, and it's my biggest selling game.
That's a great game.
This might be one of the last copies of Code 77 to exist. I have no more in my warehouse either. And Lost Temple, the reimagining sort of the Citadel's game, but this one much more streamlined, racing to get to the Lost Temple. Very Indiana Jones-like, with art that makes it look like that as well. So
I do like how you guys you streamline the games and make them less fiddly.
That's some of the things we've certainly tried to do, and of course with great components and stuff like that, which is what we try to do for fans. So things are really going along really well at Stronghold Games, and we hope to continue bringing out great games for you guys, and I hope you follow us. I always tell people, if you want to see what's going on, sign up on the website for the newsletter. I only send out about one a month. You won't get spammed, don't worry about it. And follow us on Twitter and Facebook, Stronghold Games, both. That's Stronghold Games and Stronghold Games Facebook page. So hope I can do more and more games for you guys, so keep following us.
Great. Well, thanks a lot, Stephen.
Thank you. Take care, guys.